Hey everybody, welcome back to 3point5. We are here with a very special episode of Heard It First, courtesy of our friends at Puma, and we are celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip-hop. Now, as you can see, Puma has laced us with this amazing set. They even got the shoes going, but we could not celebrate this genre without highlighting the women that are not only changing the game, but dominating the game. The woman sitting next to me, I really feel like is a superstar. It is an honor to have a woman in this seat. And I also think I would love to know which papinality I'm about to get into today. So chat, the world, please welcome the one and only Miss Pretty and Pay herself, Pap Chanel.
Miss Pap Chanel,
hey,
yeah. And Jazz, I'm gonna be so honest with you, baby. I'm feeling Papiana today.
Hey, so it's Papiana.
Feisty. I'm feeling real feisty today.
Okay, so we got Papiana today. Okay.
It's the perfect setup.
Okay.
I'm with a beautiful, inspirational, independent woman. Blessings to you, baby. And I'm just happy to be here. Shout out to everybody tuned in, because we about to get crazy up in here.
It is. And we about to talk hip-hop. And what I want people to understand is, like, I had the honor to be here during, rehearsals. This is a rapper's rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like a real MC. And in the spirit of keeping things, hip-hop, I know that you're a Cancer.
Yeah.
I'm into astrology, too. I know you're a Cancer. And when I think about Cancers and how loving, how, like, y'all can get y'all emotions sometimes, but it also makes me think about romance, right? And I think about the film Brown Sugar.
Oh, my.
Tay Diggs.
Once you got us,
Sanaa Lathan.
you finna get it all.
Oh, yeah.
You finna get it all.
So, because of that, the intersection of romance, you being a Cancer, hip-hop, I got to be on my Sydney Shaw. I got to ask that question that she asked. When did you fall in love with hip-hop? Do you remember?
I feel like hip-hop was just something that I just fell in love with soon as I came out the womb. Because I got a brother that is, like, very inclined in, like, the music world. Okay. And as soon as I came out the womb, I was listening to Tupac, Wayne. I'm a 90s baby, 99 to be exact.
I'm a 90s baby, too. Yeah.
So, like, everything that I missed out on, because he was, like, the early 90s. Everything that I missed out on, he made sure I knew about it. Even though, like, I couldn't damn really understand what the hell going on. By the time I was 4 or 5, I could, like, verbatimly rap a Wayne song. Yeah. Tupac, I could do it.
Okay, I was going to tell you, too. And your Pap
verbatimly. Tupac.
That's my fave.
Yeah.
Tupac, my fave.
The storyteller.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like hip-hop is just something that I just grew up into, and I fell in love with it, and it was a hobby at first because it was something that I actually loved. I'm just not going to say, like, I just wanted to do it because I had a talent and I wanted to monetize it. It was something that to this day, it's something that I actually love. And it's a blessing to, like, be in a career that I love, and I can, sit here with you and, do beautiful things with it.
No, and I want you to know, like, it's felt. Not too many people can jump on the classic C Murder record and kill it.
Free
you know
C
what
Murder.
I'm saying? Free C Murder, no, for real.
Free C Murder.
We saying that. It's 50 years of hip-hop.
Right.
But I also want to tap into, your roots. You know what I'm saying? Going from Milledgeville to Atlanta. Did I pronounce it right? I don't want to that's the word. Okay. How did that have a significant impact on your, like, journey, like your hometown? How did that shape,
the Pap world?
Yeah.
So I would say that it turned my work ethic up because I did not have the same resources as a lot of people. So, like, I didn't grow up in a school where, like, I might be cousins with Ursha's niece or Beyonce's auntie. It ain't gonna happen like that.
Right. No,
but my resources, I had to actually just go out my way to, get there and network with these people to put my talents in their face. So when I started, dropping back and forth from my hometown to Atlanta, it just made me more hungrier because I had to, like, actually put myself in these people's face. I had to be an extra type of hungry, a different type of hungry than a person that has everything that is just easy accessible. So it's appreciated, though, at this time, because now that it's, like, unveiling and everything is just, like, coming full circle, it's like, okay, bitch, it's time to tap into a new type of hungry now.
No, I love that because it sounds like, especially in this, like, we're in a social media world where things can sometimes feel like instant gratification or feel unauthentic or like not genuine. It sounds like from the beginning at your core, you know the importance of being resourceful and not just transactional.
Because that's the beauty of it. You have to have like a type of work ethic outside of your talent. Because if you don't do nothing with your talent, it's just a waste, in my opinion. Like, you know how many talented people just sitting at home saying, I'm talented.
Right, but
you got to put that hard work behind it, 10 toes behind it. You feel me?
Yeah. Now, can you take us back to the time like when you recorded your first track? Do you remember the first track you ever recorded? This is Heard It First, so we asking first. Do you remember the first track you recorded, and how was that experience?
Okay, so I was in social studies class. I was probably in like the 10th grade. And I have a homie, his name is Quentin King. Shout out to you. I'm going to do it every time. Never slipping on that. But he was trying to write a song while we was in the middle of class. So I was like, you need to focus, my guy. I was like, matter of fact, because at that time, like I told you, I was born into the hip-hop world. It's just something I've always loved. I was like, you know what? I'm going to help you write your song. I'm going to help you like give something like...
What grade was this?
Like 10th grade.
10th grade, okay. So like, sophomore, okay.
Shout out to Mr. Finley, too. I remember this like yesterday. I can remember this whole setting like yesterday. But when he was just doing, I was like, let me just help you. He was like, nah, don't help me. Help yourself.
Ooh, that ego. It was like, he's like, hold on. It was
like, write your own verse and pull up to my studio I got at the house and lay your own verse down. I went, and I would say, like, that was one of the best decisions I ever made, because it really turned me up. And me being in, like, my hometown, and everybody was just tuned into him at that time, and I was the first female that he worked with, and it was my first song. Everybody was just like, what in the world? And it was just the perfect setup, and I appreciate it. The crazy part about you asking me that, I was just looking at the video of my first time.
Really?
Like 2 days ago.
Oh my God.
It gave me chills.
Alignment. But we've been in alignment since we walked in. We even said that we got a short song. My girl is fly. Okay. If you got any questions about her outfit or anything to her Papinalities or for Pap Chanel, make sure y'all drop it in the chat. We are answering questions live. Yes. I'm going to go to a question right here. Someone wants to know, when did you know you wanted to commit your life to making music? When did you know it shifted from a hobby to like, nah, I'm about to come in like Wayne, like Pac, like Nicki. I'm about to do it.
I would say when me just making like music and I had a love for it, it was actually like helping people's day-to-day life get through things. Because like one of the first songs that I made, like a single that I made after I did the feature with my homie, I really went like intimate and very like transparent in it. And I was just talking about things that are like just very sensitive. And people was just DM me paragraphs and stuff like, oh my God, this song, I listen to this when I'm trying to get through this. I'm listening to this when I'm trying to get through that. Blase, 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 blase. I was like, oh, I'm helping people get through it. I feel like lyrical psychologist.
Lyrical psychologist. Oh my God. I love that. Let's keep that. A lyrical psychologist. But you know what? In my opinion, it also shows on your social media. I've been following you on Twitter, like, and I've been on Twitter since like 2009. Like, I grew up on MySpace and stuff like that. And whenever I be on your Twitter, I be like, my sis gave me something new to say. Yup, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. How do you navigate feeling so transparent on socials? You know, especially when, we've had artists be open about how social media gives them anxiety. You know, J. Cole just sat with Kevin Hart and he's like, I'm not on it. You know, how do you navigate and still be such a beautiful personality on these platforms without like shunning yourself or like letting your light dim?
Well, I feel like social media right now is a necessity for like the career choice that I'm choosing, and as well, like, I just always love to have my voice heard. Like, even like outside of music, everything that I would do outside of music is something that would put me in the limelight. Like, I was a cheerleader.
I was a cheerleader too. Oh my God, I knew it. I was a cheerleader too. Yeah,
we just connected. We just connected. But like, I just always wanted to like have my voice heard. Like, even at when I graduated from high school, I did like the thing, like when you go up there and tell everybody like, yeah, this is my class, and you
was the MC.
Yes, I was like, congratulations everybody in the class, we did this shit. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, I was just always wanted my voice to be heard. So like everything that comes through my head, I'd be like, I'm a prophet for the ghettos.
Okay, product of her city.
Should I tell all my ladies out there getting out the mud? We really out here chill. Yeah, okay.
I love it. No, I love it. I love the personalities. I love the energy. And you mentioned being a voice, but I also know like your voice isn't the only one you've been like an advocate for getting out. You want to be a voice for, you know, a bunch of small town girls and women, and you've mentioned that. And I want to know, how do you approach your storytelling? And your raps and your music, because they really are impactful. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have records like Black Girl Magic. You know what I'm saying? You got then you can take it back and go party with Left Right. You know. So I'm curious about the storytelling.
Okay, so I'm gonna just be so honest. At this time, it's still a learning process for me because, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, I just be talking about my experiences. And to everybody that's watching this right now, if you feel in your heart, because whatever happens in your mind, it don't come to your head for no reason. Like, the higher power is telling you to do that for a reason. If you ever feel like you need to speak on something, just go about it. I promise you. You don't know how many people that you help out when you speak on something that you're even timid, or you're like, oh, I don't want to speak on that. Like, every time I done made a song and I'm like, should I say that? Like, should I just be that transparent? I don't know what's going to happen after that. But every time I do it, somebody always tell me, like, you just helped me out. I just always approach it, and I just genuinely like be myself and just talk about my experiences, and I see that it's helping people. But what I'm learning over time as well is how to implement other things in my music to make sure it goes to like a bigger audience as well at the same time. I'm still learning it, but when I make a song and it touches people, I'm seriously talking about my experience. Like,
now, can I ask you which personality is that? Which personality is the storyteller and is, you know, making people healed and feel good?
Papa Leon.
Papa Leon, yes. Can you tell us about Papa Leon?
For butterfly.
I love that.
It's French for butterfly. And, you know, I just get really transparent, sensitive. I have songs that I've made and I was crying while I was making them. And like
in the studio or like at home?
In the studio. Both.
Okay.
Both. And the other one that I have that kind of gets like the sensitive side of me is the Tupac, because she's the storyteller.
Yeah. I like Tupac. That's my favorite.
She goes crazy.
Yeah. Now, you know, I'm gonna take it back a little bit. When, you know, we know you had the definition of Pap that was released in 2018. You know, you've worked with the likes of Lil Baby, Black Youngsta. But I want to go towards, you know, like 2020, right? Because I think it's very unique that you were able to continue putting out work during something we had never seen before, the pandemic. How did you stay motivated during like a global crisis?
Oh my God. I knew, crazy part about when it first kicked off, because 2020 looked so promising in the first 3 months, 2 months. So I was like, oh, this that year.
Yeah.
So I was like, this year I was getting so many hits about like my, like the potential that I had, so many like different like people just tapping in with me and just asking me different questions about where I'm heading to and what I'm finna do and all that. It looked very promising, and when that hit, I was like, oh, I gotta turn it up extra, because at that time I was still in Milledgeville, so I was still driving back and forth to Atlanta, and around that time they were saying you gotta have a pass to drive around if you have to work after the hours of going home.
And how far is the distance?
It's an hour and a half.
It's an hour and a half drive. Okay.
Yes. So at that time I was like, it was still people out here who was willing to work. So like through that, I had to learn different ways to keep my fans tapped in and social media things to keep my logistics and my analytics up. To be honest, I really appreciate coronavirus because it made me tap into social media harder. Because before Corona, I was just doing a lot of groundwork. I would do social media, but it was more groundwork than that. But when Corona hit, I was like, okay, I gotta be like a robot.
Yeah, you don't even want to know, but you
literally, relax.
Because you move like a butterfly on social media to me. Like, Pat be in her own world. Like, no, this is what I'm talking about today. This was what I'm doing today. And, you know, we celebrate 50 years of hip hop. Shout out to Puma. Thank you guys for this wonderful set.
Beautiful.
You know, we can't deny that women are not only changing the game, but dominating the game. I'm going to keep saying it. Y'all go hear me say that over and over, because I feel like we've never seen it at this level before. Yes, we've had Lauryn Hill, Mia X, Lil Kim, Foxy Brown, MC Lyte, Salt and Pepper, you know, come through the mo. I can name so many, but I feel like we are in a time now where it's the women championing other women that's catapulting this to like mainstream like dominance. And I just have to ask, like, who was that first woman you heard rap and was like, oh no, this is it. I'm gonna be that. I am going to be a MC, your rapper's favorite rapper.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna put a disclaimer before I say it, because I be getting a little ticky about this. Okay, so what I'm gonna say is the first MC that I ever heard that made me be like, because before that I've always just had a hobby of making music, but when I heard Nicki Minaj, I pressed my pen. But my love for Nicki Minaj is different from a lot of other female artists, in my opinion, because a lot of y'all found out Nicki Minaj by around itty bitty piggy times. I'm a playtime beat me up.
Come on, you been there, okay?
Shout out to all the days
she was rapping over the Khaled beats.
The OA, you feel me? The OA, okay? When she was around Fendi, all that. You know what I'm saying? So, I really had a love for her, like, before, like, the world saw her turn into the big Barbie, because she's always been a Barbie. She always was so animated, and she just inspired me. She touched my inner queen.
I was the same though. I got hip to Nicki during MySpace. Like Nicki was, it was a dead. I think it was a Biggie Dead Wrong. I think that was the one she did, and I was like, who is this? That? And I wanted to follow her on everything. I'll never forget. It was her, Wayne, and Cole. It was them, and Wiz Khalifa. It was them because I was on MySpace, and them the ones I followed. But no, I love that. That's dope. We got a chat question too. Our boy Possum wants to know, what was the first live show you ever saw, and how did it influence you becoming an artist?
This is gonna be crazy. I think I got the most craziest answer. It was NBA YoungBoy.
Wow.
That was my first and last live show.
The first and last. Wait, first.
Wait, it wasn't the last. My last one I saw Roddy Ricch, but that was like very recent. But when I saw NBA YoungBoy in 2018, it was a huge gap because NBA YoungBoy showed me that it's serious fans out here.
Oh yeah, it's super fans.
What? Fans. NBA YoungBoy fan base is crazy.
Yeah.
And it was crazy.
You just mentioned Roddy Ricch though, and that made me think about the pandemic again, because I always say if it wasn't for Corona, the pandemic, that that would have been the biggest performance festival record of the year. Like you couldn't go nowhere with as soon as you heard that. It was like, oh, that's the box. That's my shit. I love that song. Yeah. But I got to ask another question because, you know, it's 50 years of hip hop and I really appreciate mediums like this. I also love that you stopped by On the Radar. I am a big fan of On the Radar. Shout out to Gabe, Goldie, everything y'all doing every day. Because I just think our generation needs, you know, a channel to really showcase our artists and things like that. So it made me want to ask you, like, do you remember watching 106 in Park or TRL growing up?
Yes.
Got it. Do you remember, like, the music video that you wanted to be number one, or that was like, okay, y'all been, like, number one for, like, 2 weeks?
I can't remember. But, I do know one of my favorite videos that was on 106 in Park was Sierra Like a Boy.
Yep, that's the one I was thinking too. I was going between Sierra Like a Boy and I was thinking Ja Rule and Ashanti. Always there when you call, always on time. Gave you. I feel like that song was like.
It's just like it's certain songs that you hear. It is just put you in this whole like different scenario in the world.
Yeah.
Like I'm back in damn 2006 right now.
But that's why I appreciate your music so much. Like not to be like dramatic, but you take me back to nostalgia and you make me remember why I love hip hop.
Thank you so much.
Like when I heard that, like. Okay, let's get into Applejacks. Let's just get into it. I'm curious to know.
Yes.
How did the Applejacks record come to life? Like, who sent you to, of course, you know, we have heard that song years, but what made you jump on that particular song and dominate? Because you ate that.
Well, I work with a lot of producers. Well, not a lot of producers, but the producers that I do work with, they take a look at my background and just really study it to show, like, pick the right beats, mix the right beats, and he know that, like, where I'm from, that was a huge song. See Murder, Down for My Niggas was a huge song. So, and all my ladies know, all my down south ladies know that See Murder, Down for My Niggas was a huge.
Oh yeah, especially even with like
all the cookouts.
Yeah, HBCU culture.
Yes,
college, the scrolls. Like it's such a like it's cemented in our culture.
Right.
So jumping on that was hot. Now I also gotta ask you too. I couldn't help because I'm a big TV buff. You know what I'm saying? I feel like right now in terms of music discovery, a lot of people right now are discovering music through TV shows. How did it feel when you heard your music on P Valley, the hit star show?
It was crazy. Like I had like a watch party for it.
Oh my God, did you?
And I did not think what was gonna happen was gonna happen. Like it was a surprise to hear myself on TV, and it was a surprise to see them do all like the credits in the beginning, and then as soon as it come on, I was like, what in the Oh my God.
It was the opener.
It was the opener, and like what happened, it was like one of the biggest moments of that whole season.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit, it just got real in like 2 seconds.
I know, right? Now, did you have a favorite like P Valley character, or like who stands out to you the most?
There's so many P Valley characters.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Cricket letter I. I love Mississippi. But no, that's great. Congratulations on that. Now, I have to ask too, you know, because we're talking about hip hop and things like that. When you made Gucci Bucket Hat and Left Right, did you intend for those to be viral moments?
No.
Okay.
No. Matter of fact, most of the songs I make, I never intend them to be viral at all. Like, I'm just having fun. And what I intend to be viral is what I do with it. Okay, so, like...
Wow,
you get what I'm saying? So, like,
so you're not chasing virality. Virality is chasing you. What you're saying.
So, like, after I make the song or whatnot, I sit down and I'll be like, okay, I'm going to come up with my own plan of how I'm going to push this to my fans, or what, like, what's the best, you know, idea and rollout for it. And after that, I'll be like, okay, let's see. Because one thing I've learned about music in today's time, it's all about how you be your biggest fan, your biggest advocate, how you treat it. However you treat it, the world's gonna treat it. If you serious, the world gonna take it serious. So, like, you know, what you put out is what you get back. So if I want it to be viral, it's gonna be viral.
No, I agree, because they taking Left Right serious. Like, Left Right, that's a record. Even when it was playing in here, everybody was like dancing. What was the inspiration behind the video, though? Can you tell us that? And if you are hands-on with like the video concepts?
Yeah, I was on hands. I told them that I felt like it was a call to action type video. I didn't want to do the basic thing of like the army fatigue, and I got like all the mans lined up. So So I was like, okay, I could just take it to another direction and do bands, because I feel like it would like go bigger if I start with a band, because I can like take it like a C Murder type way, you know, like the bands be playing they be like
yes,
boop, boop, hit the boots, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm gonna take it in that direction and see like how big it can go, you know?
Yeah,
it's still a record that I'm pushing. I got like some more things on the way Left Right, so y'all tune in. Wow, it's appreciated.
Now, would you consider yourself like a dancer still at your core? Like, I know you grew up cheerleading, we was cheerleading, but even like in your sets, like, is it intentional to incorporate dance moves or show that aspect?
Yeah.
Of Pat? Okay.
Yes, because I started with choreography. Like, even before I was a cheerleader, I used to be a ballerina. And like when we get done, I'm gonna show you how I can turn my whole foot around.
Wow.
I can turn my whole foot around. I can turn this foot backwards, and you see my ankle, and that one still face forward.
What?
I can still do it.
I don't know if my heart can take that.
I don't know how the hell I can still do it. I was doing like when I was 6 years old. I don't know how I can still do it, but I can still do it.
Oh my God. So you gonna do it afterwards?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you.
Okay, easy.
We can take a picture and show y'all.
We can take a picture
into my
too.
story. I'm gonna show her how I'm gonna turn my whole foot around and stand straight up.
Easy call. Okay, we got that covered. We got that covered. Now, Foxy Brown seems to be a huge
salute. Oh my God.
No, for real.
You know I'm a Cancer.
I'm a Capricorn. That's our twin side. So I'm like, okay, you cry, I'm gonna start crying. So you know what I'm saying?
Foxy.
I do too. And you know, Miss Ill not herself, you know, has so many impactful beats, whether if it's like Candy or, you know, the Outbeat. You know, what is that relationship like, without giving too many details, with you and Foxy Brown, that inspiration?
Like Foxy, I just love like how eager and hungry she was on every beat. Like, she is another female MC that was around one of the top dogs. She was hanging with Jay-Z, you feel me? And I feel like the company that you keep is like a big saying of how you treat yourself and like how you take your seriousness and like your talents and like
amen.
Yes.
Amen.
So like I feel like she's like one of the top dogs. I've always gave her flowers, and she is one of them MCs that DM me. Like, when I tell you, I threw my darn phone when that lady inboxed me.
Was it on Instagram? She like just wow.
She DM me on Instagram, and the thing about it, I mean, a lot of people get their accolades from their favorite artists, but she kept coming back.
Wow.
Back and back and back, and after this, she gonna come back. So, like, shout out to Foxy.
No, shout out to Foxy.
Appreciate it. I love you so much. Oh my gosh, the things I'm gonna do when I finally get in a position to show the world how appreciated I am of you. Like, I'm gonna show the world.
I love that so much, because I feel like Foxy doesn't get her flowers like every day, you know, especially from a MC like yourself of a caliber. Like, I think it's like, Oh my God.
And
Shout out to Foxy.
I think, like, it's been since I had teen at the end of my age. I
Hmm.
think it was like she was showing me love since I've been 18 years old. I'm 20.
Wow.
It ain't
So
been
this
that long.
yeah.
Hold on, let me relax. Like,
No,
I think it's
love
like I'm
that.
20, but like it's been some years behind it.
Yeah.
The year is plural. It's not just 1 year like last year. Like she has been showing me love for years.
Yeah, and she has always shown love too. Like for those that don't know, like Foxy has shown love to the late great Gangsta Boo, Mia X. They got records together. Like shout out to
Yes.
Mia X too. That was the first woman MC I ever heard growing up. Yes, my mom had Mia X,
Oh,
and I remember
my
hearing
dukes.
that Ghetto Symphony. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun. With her and Snoop, and she came in like lyrical arsonist, Lady Alligator down south, and I was like, what? But you just reminded me of that.
Yeah.
Speaking of raps, lyrics, don't forget that Pap Chanel is performing. We got special performance coming from her later, courtesy of our friends at Puma who are helping us keep it classic. As you can see, we have the spinning shoe here.
I'm gonna be so honest. I wanna like grab it, but I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, I'm about to say, are you sure? You might have the magic hand. You just go right back up. Okay,
Let me stop looking at it.
I'm like, no. Now, aside from Foxy, you've also worked with somebody else I consider a GOAT. Miss Trina herself.
Rich and bougie, first
Hey.
class, do the math, made $1 million off ass. No caption. Say he bought you a Birkin, nigga. Can you buy me a mansion? Can you buy me a mansion? Shout out Trina. Oh my God, that is one for the books. Because
Yeah.
one thing I'ma say that I have not seen nobody do. A lot of people be sampling songs, but they don't get the originator on the sample.
That's facts. That's facts. I agree with you on
Props
that.
to the show.
Yeah. No, shout out to her. That
Shout out to Trina, much love.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be so honest with you. Like, I put in a lot of hard work for me and Trina to have the relationship that we have to this day. Like, oh my God. Like, when I first started coming to Atlanta and I met some of her people and I finally got face to face with her and I grew that relationship with her, over time it grew and it grew and it grew and it grew. And like, she just shaped like the whole like Paptivities for me. Like, she turned my attitude up on this last project that I just dropped. So shout out to you, baby. Wow, I love you. You already know what it is. When I see you, it's up and it's stuck. Hey, yeah.
Yes. Now we're gonna go to a live question. Also, guys, don't forget that you can literally ask Pap Chanel, questions, and we are going to answer them in real time. Let's go to a question. Alina Beth, my bad girl if I pronounced that wrong. How did the collab with Trina happen? Like, was it were you guys in the studio together, or was it not together? Like, did you guys
We
record
wasn't
it separately?
together. Trina was doing a tour or something. Like, she was going to different cities at that time. So once So once I made the song and we FaceTimed and they heard it and stuff, she was send it right now. She sent it back 3 days later.
Now, I know
Yeah.
you've also worked with women like China Monet. Did I pronounce her name
China
wrong?
Monet.
Yeah, you worked with
Shout out to my baby girl.
yeah, shout out to China. Are there any other women coming up that you would love to work with? Because when I think of you, I think of what's happening with Sexy Red. I think about what's happening with
Shout out
Lola
to
Brooke,
Sexy.
and I just think it's phenomenal. I'm fascinated. I'm trying not to be a fangirl.
You know what? You know what's the beauty of life? How everything just connects. So it's we're celebrating 50 years of hip hop right now, and a timeless moment is going on right now where all the females are winning. So shout out to all the hardworking ladies out here in this industry. They done made it hard for us over the years, and we celebrating 50 years of hip hop, and we are doing something that is legendary. They need to make a history book about what's going on right now because this has never happened. But
Amen. Yeah.
another female rapper that I would love to work with is Mulatto.
Ooh, okay.
I feel like
love that.
she's hungry. She's really
Lotto hungry. She come on a beat hungry.
one time. Oh my God!
I'm gonna go like Grizz.
One time I was driving. She snapped on one bar so goddamn hard. I just laid down the motherfucking horn. I just laid down the horn. I was like, she just went crazy. I was like, everybody was looking at me. I was like, yeah, y'all need to hear what I'm doing over here. But Mulatto, I got a song with Lakia, but we need to do another one.
Love
A fresh
Lakia.
one.
Shout out to Lakia.
To be honest, though, since we are in a time right now where all the females are winning, I feel like we could get a lot more done if we work together. So if you watching this, baby girl, female artists out here, if you talking that talk, or we could get some done. Hit me in the DM. I might be going for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to work. We could get a lot done.
Okay.
A lot of more beautiful things done.
Okay.
Together.
We create memories here.
Let's work together and, be dominant.
I love that. Now, I want to I want to have some fun. I'm going to name like 1 or 3 of your songs, and I want you to tell me which Papinality that is. Is that fun?
That's
okay.
Fun.
All right. Mind games.
Papa Leon.
Okay. And why is that? I like mind games.
She was sad. She was talking about little boys, and she was being transparent. I was talking about my past relationships, and you know who I was talking about, dude. And if you want to fight about it after I get off this thing, we can do it, because I'm ready for it right now.
Okay, now we go change the tempo up a little bit. So, she's still... I caught that. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Now, I have to ask, the record with Frito Banks, Summertime.
Papa Leon.
Papa Leon still on there? Okay, yes, that's still Papa Leon.
My slow songs when I'm singing are Papa Leon.
Okay. All right. Talk Too Cheap.
Oh, you just went back to 18.
Got you.
I would say that's Paprika, the Spice Girl, the instigator.
Okay, who is that? Okay, who is that for those that don't know? That Papinality.
Paprika is the Spice Girl, the instigator. She likes to start stuff up. If any of y'all ever want to diss me, I'm going to pull Paprika out the box, all right? Don't try.
Ooh, don't try her.
I'm going to pull her out the cabinet like you do the Paprika.
All right. Gucci bucket hat.
Papiana.
Okay, ooh.
That's the fan favorite.
That's the fan favorite. Okay, why is that the fan favorite?
Because she's inspired by Nicki Minaj. Like
confident.
Yes, yeah. It brings up my attitude. Like my alter ego is at its pedestal. Like it's alpha when I'm Papiana.
Yeah. Okay. Now I gotta know, and this is my favorite. Apple Jacks.
Papiana.
I was gonna say too. I feel like that's Papiana as well. Apple Jacks is Papiana. I love that. I love that. And if y'all don't know, these are from the EP Paptivities. You know, some of the records. I definitely took it back, but if you don't know now,
you know.
You know.
Go stream that.
Literally. Now, it seems that self-care is also a big part of your routine. Mm-hmm. Like, is there any, like, wellness rituals you do to stay grounded or motivated?
I gotta take my vitamins, period.
Ooh, take your vitamins, yes.
Take my vitamins. Water daily. One thing I do before I go to the studio, I drink me some hot tea to get my voice.
I love tea, yeah.
And bathe.
Bathe. So bad, not just showers.
Bathe.
You bathe.
You gotta sit that ass in the hot water. Put some Epsom salt in that bit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Showers is not enough anymore. Okay. You gotta soak that MF.
Do you? Oh my God! Do you use the pink Himalayan salt? Do you use?
I don't know. I gotta look it up. Okay. Yeah, I gotta look it up to see if it can touch that.
Yeah, if it got extra fragrances, yeah, because if it, yeah. I get it. Now, I want to know, because, you know, we talked about astrology, we talked about you being a Cancer and things like that. Now, I know which sign is your least favorite. I know that, so I don't want to.
I'm mad.
I don't want to. So we're gonna talk about love. You know what I'm saying? Is there a sign aside from Cancer that you love or appreciate the most?
I don't know. You know what's so crazy? I gotta keep experiencing signs, and I gotta ask people what they signs is when I love them. What's your sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
I love Capricorns.
Okay.
But I have this relationship with Sagittarius. All my friends are Sagittarius. Like when I go to Atlanta, my engineer is Sagittarius. The dude who makes my beats is Sagittarius. All of my exes are Sagittarius.
So you have to think for fire signs. Like
what's up with that? It's like weird. Like it's to the point. Like people say, "What's your favorite sign?" Like I could even name them because like everybody that's in my company is a Sagittarius, but I don't.
Oh my God,
it's weird, but.
Yeah.
I just attach to them so easily. And you know what's the biggest disappointing thing? Like I'll meet somebody new and I start talking like, oh, you're so fine. What's your sign? They say Sagittarius. Like
you shut down.
Again.
You be like
again, at this point I think I grew relationships with like over 100 Sagittariuses. It's like weird now.
That's interesting because it's like, all right, you got the water element, but for some reason it's that fire that's just
water and fire.
Yeah.
We let each other out.
We let each other out. Oh my God. Now you look great. And of course, you know, Puma has blessed us with this amazing set. When it comes to putting that shit on and looking good, do you have a stylist or is it you?
I styled myself today.
Okay, yeah, love it.
Thank you. I do stylist sometimes, like when I have like photo shoots or whatnot. But like I like styling myself because I feel like that's a different avenue of me expressing my personality and stuff.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Especially, you know, I feel like it shines. Like rather if it's through your choice of earrings, your bag. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And y'all need to tune in to the live performance because I feel like my puzzle pieces just be coming together because like my outfit is just like really matching the whole setting. So y'all gotta tune in to see how like everything just aligns in my universe, okay?
Ooh, I love that. Aligns in my universe. Now, how has Def Jam's impact like expanded your universe? Like, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a very prestigious label. It's a great stamp. We still just getting started, so I'm just excited to see like how everything is gonna unveil. Y'all need to stay tuned because I know it's gonna be some greatness out of it.
Nice. Now, are you in New York a lot?
I am.
Okay. How do you feel about like New York?
I love New York.
You love New York?
Actually moved there.
Really? So okay, I moved here from New York. I got a special place in my heart in New York. My folks, they from the Caribbean. They be in New York, Jamaica, and we're talking about the birthplace of like hip hop. Like, can you remember any New York specific like MCs or artists that you was like, oh, they hard?
Many man.
Many. Hey, what's that for me? Oh my God.
Oh, what? Iggy, like, oh my God. Like, I feel like New York is just like a hip hop museum.
It's the Mecca. Ooh, a hip hop museum.
You walk around that thing like, Eddie, you could point at this. Oh, this is what happened when Tupac did this, blase, blase, that. Oh, here, this is when Biggie did blase, blase, this. Like, it's just, this is when Kim did this, took picture right here, like, blase, blase, this. This is when Jay-Z did, like, it's just amazing. Like, what in the world? Like, in Atlanta, it's kind of the same thing, but like, up north in New York, it's like a, like...
Yeah, it's a melting pot.
It's like a staring moment instead of like, oh, okay. It's like, really? Like, okay. So, I will move up there. I feel like I like the company up there. Like, it's easier to connect with people in New York. Everybody on their business in New York. People walking down the sidewalk with a suitcase in New York.
Yeah.
People in New York at a 5 o'clock at 4:57.
Okay, and gotta be there, and they not wasting it for you.
Right.
No, I really love that you just brought up 50 Cent. That was actually okay. 50 Cent and Nas. I remember buying Get Rich or Die Trying, Streets Disciples. Those were like my first hip hop albums I bought with my own money. Do you remember the first hip hop music, if you have, rather if it was digital, not digital, that you bought with your own money? You was like, I want this.
But I'm gonna say it's so crazy. Like, my mom to this day, she's trying to figure out how I'm a rapper, right? And
really? Mama Pap? Be trying to
Mama Pap be like, what in the world happened? Because I was on Parental Advisory as a kid. Like, I couldn't watch BET for real. But my brother, he always had like a 6-year lead of me. So like, I go sneak in his room.
Got you.
And like, I just listen to stuff on his phone and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't really think I ever really bought nothing for real until I got me a phone. But like, shout out to my brother. You probably watching Infinity Love. I was a Parental Advisory.
Yeah.
I would only watch Nickelodeon from what my mom knew.
Oh, I love Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon, Disney Channel. I would have to sneak out and go watch and see 106 in Park.
Yeah.
You know, I like the historical, you know, movies of our culture.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now, I'm curious to know, because you mentioned, like, New York being a museum. Are you going to try to see the Book of Hov Museum, the library that they got? Woo! Yeah, they have a whole library in Brooklyn that has been transformed to honor Hov and Jay-Z. And I thought of you because, like I said, like, you are a rapper's rapper. And that's what I appreciate. Like, you pretty and paid. But when she behind that mic, fire. Like...
I eat up in the booth like I got reservations. You feel me?
Ha! Okay, off the dome. Like, don't play with her.
Don't play with her.
But I also... I would love to know, too, because you mentioned 50 Cent. That just made me think of, like, this album that he has on tour right now that's 20 years old, and he's bringing out, you know...
whole, like, packing.
Man. Like, from every tier. Like, Jadakiss, Cole. Like, he's bringing it, like, full circle.
And you know what? To be honest, like, all the creators and, like, the influencers and people in the music industry, like, that just goes to show, like, anything worth having in life takes time. If you really look up the greats and the legends, a lot of it did not work overnight for them. Like, it took some years, and a lot of the times, these people wasn't even at the age that we stress right now about. Like,
Amen,
they, like... down the road a little bit. So, like, you know, just work and get, like, your lessons out of it and, you know, work towards what you believe in. And as long as you stay true to yourself and you keep your morals and, you know, your virtues, I feel like it will work out.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
It's some alignment here, too, because you mentioned 50 and you love Nicki, too, and they both from Southside Jamaica, Queens. You know? I think that's fire.
Yeah.
I also think it's fire that, you know, we've seen 50 Cent literally create this universe from one of the like biggest shows in our culture that we've seen. We've seen him go from the rapper to the businessman to the MC to the actor. And your personality is so vibrant. I'm curious to know, is acting in your future, or have you considered it, or have they came to you?
I have a funny story. I've actually been in a movie before, and I didn't make the last cut because, like,
What?
okay, so, like, it was a scene, like, I had to be, like, real serious, and I had to, like, look the dude in the eyes and
Be all sensual and...
It's so...
sorry, I'm trying to...
He was trying to make himself cry or whatnot.
Oh, God.
And every time he would try to make himself cry, I was like, somebody get this dude out my face. Like, I cannot sit here and just be intimate and try to be like, yes.
Yeah.
And I could see in his face he was trying to make himself cry. I was like, oh, hell no.
It wasn't given.
I'm so goofy. Like, I could do comedy, though. I could be in a comedy movie, but, like, movies where a dude might gotta cry or something, I don't know. Like...
So if Pap was in a movie, you would be more of like comedy. You can't do drama or the thriller.
I could do it, but like I'll probably have to go like to classes or something to learn how to keep my goofiness in the back of my mind, because that should be all in the front of my forehead. And like when some funny happen, I'm not finna hide it. You finna know it's funny.
But that's
right now.
That's why I think you may work for like. When I think of like thriller, scary movies, them movies be funny. Like when I think of like, I don't know why I think Freddy Krueger is one of the funniest like people to me. Like if you ever watch a Freddy Krueger film or like go back into any of those Wes Craven like screens, Hate Sydney, like that shit cracks me up. Like you're supposed to scare us, but oh my God. So while you've been out here in LA, I'm curious, is there any like food spots that you love the most? You know they like to talk about LA's food and then not having good food, but it's not even that. You got to just know the spots. What have you eaten while you're here?
I like the chicken, the hot chicken. Dave's chicken.
Oh, okay. You like Dave's hot? Okay.
Dave's chicken. It's so good. And I like, y'all have a lot of like rice stuff.
So they got rice. Okay.
Yeah.
Like
I'm not gonna say what I want to say.
I said they got rice.
I'm gonna be honest. I love LA. I love the scenery. It's very inspiring and inspirational when I'm out here. The men's be outside. They be having that cha-ching.
Oh, they gonna be outside.
They outside with the Bentleys and stuff. But
I've been out here.
I don't know how to season nothing out here. The hell? Y'all don't know what season now? Tony's, you know, Old Bay seasoning, like.
Yeah. I've been out here 3 years, and I will say, you just gotta know.
You been hungry? Oh.
No, I ain't gonna say I've been hungry. I can say my LA friends have helped me stay well fed. Shout out to my boy Lavelle, because we be getting like lobster rolls and shit.
Where are you at right now? The only good place I've had is Dave's and Katana.
Really?
I like Katana.
I've heard about Katana. I haven't had Katana yet, but that is definitely like on my list. Now I have to ask, when you're in the booth and you know getting your records together or working, like is there like anything like necessities that you need in a studio? Like Pap gotta have this, and not that.
Oh my God, I just need my phone.
Your phone?
Yeah,
Okay.
I really just need my phone because like. Yeah, I need my phone to help me like with my thought process, because like a lot of times I be freestyling bars in my head. I be on one bar and I done thought about like the darn fourth bar on the first darn sentence. So like I be having to write it down. I need my phone. By the time I got there, I got me some hot tea and let my voice get tired.
Okay.
Because you know people love smoking in the studio. In case my voice get too, I'll be like, you need some hot tea? Yeah, my phone is some hot tea if it's needed.
I like that. So you're kind of like a notes app type of girl when it comes to
notes.
I love that. I love that. Now, as we like move forward with like 50 years of hip hop, what's something that you would tell your younger self, like where you are now? Is there some advice you would give to like your young Pap?
Stay true to yourself. Regardless of the people that you meet, regardless of how you look up to them, regardless of if you ever thought that you would meet them or like you just grateful to hear their advice, fuck what they say. Be true to yourself because your story will never be the same as the person that's in front of you. It was a time that my mind got clouded because I was just so thankful of the process that I was going and the people that I was like meeting during the process to the point where like I got kind of like off my own pivot, off my own train tracks because of my appreciation of, you know, the fruits of my labor. And
you a Cancer too. Y'all care.
Yeah, I care, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I came from, like, the Boondocks, like, you know, country bumpkin. So, like, when I get in the rooms with people that I used to listen to as a kid and they tell me what I need to do, I take it to heart because I'm like, damn, I wanted to be like you at a time. Now I'm in front of you and you telling me this is what I need to do, not knowing that this might not work for me. Like, this is what you see. You get what I'm saying? So, like, I would say stay true to myself because me being true to myself is what made me even be in a room with your ass right now.
Come on now. Let's do that, okay?
Amen.
And if I didn't stay true to myself, I wouldn't be sitting here blessed to talk to you, Queen.
Amen.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
I love that.
Don't switch up on yourself because the person...
Don't switch up on yourself. Sorry, you gave to me to church. Don't switch up on yourself. I'm tweeting that when we leave this room. I'm saving it in my notes. Don't switch up on yourself.
Like, quick, because, like, man... I was just so grateful to be in front of people and like I was like shit and they told me I need to do this so maybe I need to take into consideration when I should have just said I thank you.
Now do you remember like some really impactful advice from like a OG like artist? They don't even have to be like a rapper, they can be anybody, but has like someone in the game like gave you a piece of advice that you was like, wow, like I used to listen to you, that's cool.
T.I. He told me
wow, T.I. the GOAT King.
If you like what I'm saying, then buck swing when you see me. We can throw them hands, sucker.
Hey, I love that though. I love that because a lot of people would like mention T.I. That's unique.
That's great.
Yeah,
he told me to stop overthinking.
Wow,
that's so
simple as that.
It is deep as fuck. Though.
It's deep though. Yeah,
that's deep. He told me stop overthinking, and I was like, what he mean? So I went home. I was like, stop overthinking. You overthinking by ask yourself why you told me stop overthinking. I was like, why he told me overthinking? Like, 3 days went by. I was like, why he keep telling me to stop overthinking?
Because he didn't want you to switch up on yourself.
But still though, when I was at home, I was cooking the next day. I said, he told me stop overthinking. I was like, bitch, you overthinking, and he told you stop overthinking about him telling you overthinking.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let me stop overthinking and just go with it. Stop overthinking. Like you could like sometimes when people overthinking, you could tell like how they say it, how they overthinking. You can tell sometimes how people walking, you could tell they overthinking.
Oh yeah.
How they dress, they overthinking.
Yeah. Not this next game I'm about to hit you with. We got this special segment courtesy of our friends at Puma. Yeah. We gonna try not to do overthinking. I want you to literally like what first comes to mind. No, for real. We got a special episode of Heard It First and we're about to get into a nice game from our friends at Puma called 5-on-5. It's gonna be simple. I am going to ask Pap some questions and she's gonna give me the top 5. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ready to go? All right, it's 5-on-5. All right, boom. Top 5 artists in the past 50 years of hip hop. Top 5 artists.
Nicki Minaj, Drake, Lil Wayne. I'm gonna say it. Lil Baby.
Ooh, say it. No, say that. Say that.
Come on, man.
Stand on your square. Say that.
Out the South. Dirty South. And I have to say this because I really wanted to see where his success was gonna go. Pop Smoke.
Woo! I love that. Everything about that.
Because I feel like they both came up during a time. Like, Pop Smoke was after Lil Baby. But Pop Smoke, I felt like he's gonna go international.
Oh, he was the one.
He was about to go Saturn.
He was the, ooh!
Mars. He was about to go see something nobody else seen. I
agree. I agree.
Lil Baby, when he popped, it was dry in the dirty South, for real.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And if I could go 6, Future.
Hey! Future Hendrix. I love it too because, you know, when I think about like Pop, rest in peace Pop Smoke, like that's something else in hip hop that we have to deal with, grief, right? And I think about how that young man, when that's how I knew the impact of New York. I moved to LA when Pop Smoke was just buzzing in New York. I was familiar with Pop, but I literally watched it come over to the West Coast and people started going there and, you know, just became a superstar.
I feel like a lot of times with the music too, like, it's about the impact and, like, how long they kept that impact. Like, I feel like all 5 of them kept a long impact. Future, His impact. I feel like my kids gonna be this in the future.
We might have to have a whole nother Heard It First episode for future
I ain't got no kids. I don't even got no kids, and I know they're gonna be listening in the future.
Yeah. Team no kids.
I might get kids when I turn 40. They're gonna be listening in the future.
No shade to anybody with kids. You know, we just saying.
It is what it is.
All right. Top 5 women artists MCs.
Nicki, Foxy, Eve,
Ooh.
Missy Elliott, Pap Chanel.
Pap Chanel. You heard that?
Don't sleep on yourself.
Don't sleep on yourself. Don't switch up on yourself either. So I love that you mentioned Eve. Eve was also a woman MC that my mom got me hip to early. I'll never forget hearing Scorpion. She's someone else that used to put other women on her tracks. Like, shout out to the song she got called Gangsta Bitches with Trina and the Brat. They on there. So shout out for you, shouting out Eve. I love her. Next, because this 5 on 5, boom. Top 5 hip hop albums of all time. What you going with? I know Pink Friday in there. Is it?
Pink Friday, of course.
Boom.
Carter 3.
Woo! I got that
Carter
on vinyl. The Carter 2, she said.
Roddy Ricch. Perfect Timing. No, what is it? What is it called? What is it? Is it? What is it called? If I Was Too Late.
It's something like that, yeah.
And Pap Chanel, Paptivities.
Pap Chanel, Paptivities. All right, the next one. Top 5 hip-hop tracks of the last 50 years.
Love the last 50 years.
Top 5 hip-hop tracks.
Future, Accepting My Flaws. Nicki Minaj, Four-Door and Ventador.
Ooh! Come on. They don't know about that. That's when she was in her Biggie bag. I say that all the time. Like, that, I wish they would have pushed her
That
so
shit
bad.
talked to me so bad.
It talk nice. Like, Henny, floor, in the door. Sorry, I just want to go ahead.
And okay, so this is my favorite song of life. I'm so fucking. We said 15, right?
50. No, I mean 5. 5. The last 50 years. 5 of the last 50 years. You said the future
50.
track.
Okay, so Tupac, Picture Me Rolling.
Ooh, okay.
Don't play with that. Okay, Lil Wayne, Lollipop, because my mom used to come in there and knock my damn door down. Mom, I love you, but you know that was my song. You did not have to come in there and doing all that.
Oh my God, one more. We got one more.
You ready?
Yeah. Oh God.
I'm gonna switch it up. No. They're gonna be like, what, really, bitch?
You gonna say yours? Oh.
It's something about you, girl, that just makes my head.
I'm like, did I catch you yet?
Ice JJ Fish.
Oh my God. So you really? Okay.
Yeah, my top 5.
All right. So we sticking with that one. All right.
Yep.
The next
You know
one.
why I said that? Because he got an impact. Y'all talking about that song to this day. Shout out Ice JJ Fish. Mwah. 50 years of hip-hop. Y'all gave him that shine, and I'm giving it back.
I love that, dog. Okay, now, this the last one. This the last one. You ready?
Yeah.
Top 5 MCs of all time.
Jay-Z. Lil Nas.
Jay-Z, Nas.
Wayne. Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
And Foxy Brown.
Foxy Brown. I love that. Oh my God. That is a wrap on 5 on 5 presented by our friends at Puma. Now we need you to stay tuned because we got a special performance from Miss Pretty and Pay herself, Pap Chanel, coming up that you do not want to miss. So tune in. Thank you guys for joining us on a celebration. See you next.